Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to some Outriders content. Today and tomorrow we're going to be looking at all 4 of the classes. They're 10-minute videos each, so you're going to see a video earlier on today watching the gameplay, this video now for the Pyromancer, later on another class, and then tomorrow there'll be 2 videos with the other 2 classes. So enjoy. This is exciting for me. I'm very hyped to see what the characters can do and the introductions to the characters. First and foremost, we're looking at the Pyromancer, which I believe is going to be, the character that I like the most.
Peggy 18.
Class Spotlight, Pyromancer. Anything's good with a bit of fire in it. The design looks badass as well. Kind of reminds me a little bit like a Frau.
Welcome to our Spotlight series, a collection of videos that delve deeper into specific aspects of the game. Today we're taking a look at our next class. Crank up the heat because it's the Pyromancer.
Yeah,
as always, we've got time codes in the description if you prefer to skip to a section, but if you want to absorb everything there is to know about our fiery friend, keep on watching.
I am watching.
We manipulate explosive volcanic energy and devastating walls of flames.
Who is this class for? Players who like to take on hordes of enemies at once. Also,
AoE damage.
Nah, just kidding. Don't actually set things on fire.
Nope, I wanna. You can't stop me.
Set everything on fire. Pyromancers tend to fight at mid-range. They don't have the movement abilities needed to get in and out of combat quickly, like their Trickster brethren. But many of their abilities are area of effect based, meaning you'll want a decent amount of space to line them up, then light them up.
Okay, interesting.
Fundamentals.
Kind of feels like
has
my type of game style.
Fundamentals that underlies each of their powers. These are explosive, immobilize, and ignite.
Okay.
The Pyromancer is focused around thermal and fire-based powers and effects. Which
The design looks amazing. Even the flames look pretty cool.
Your standard melee attack will deal fire damage to anyone.
That melee attack just looked like the Devastator's Titan Smash.
As well.
Not happy about that.
So much more than a skill just to use in a raw panic. Healing. Even the best combatants get injured from time to time. So knowing how to utilize your unique Pyromancer skills.
Set yourself on fire and heal yourself.
As with all of the classes, there are no quick fixes to retaining health. You need to play aggressively to restore HP. In the Pyromancer's case, they can be healed if an enemy dies while marked by their skills. Any Pyromancer skill that damages an enemy will mark them for a set time. This means that Pyromancers can get maximum healing from affecting the greatest amount of enemies possible.
Oh yeah, true. If you got like 20 enemies in front of you.
Meet a swift death.
This feels like it could be quite a challenging class, to be fair.
Each class has 8 powers in total,
8 powers?
with a single power and unlocking more as
Holy
you level
crap.
up.
I wonder if you can have all 8 at one
Pyromancer's
time,
powers inflict a
or is it just like you pick
status
1 or
effect
2?
called This sets enemies on fire and provides a nice bit of damage over time. However, inflicting burning also momentarily stuns enemies and can be used as an interrupt. But that's enough general
that's pretty
power
cool as well.
information. Let's check out 4 of the Pyromancer's abilities now.
Let's do it now.
Power 1. Thermal Bomb.
Thermal
Thermal
bomb.
Bomb will set an enemy ablaze and deal additional damage to them over time.
I wonder how close you have to be for that.
If an enemy dies while under the effects of
Alright, there we go. Just got my answer.
rise into the air and explode in a gory mess.
That's pretty
dealing
cool.
damage to a large radius.
How large? Oh my god, that guy was so
Combine
far away.
This power with a mob of grouped enemies, and the resulting explosion may well wipe the rest of them out too.
This looks very cool.
You don't have to be the one to land the killing blow either. You can tag an enemy and have a fellow Outrider kill them, which will still trigger the thermal bomb going off.
Ah, that's pretty cool as well.
Power 2, Ash Blast.
I'm so intrigued
intrigued
by the amount of like builds you'll be able to do.
In a large radius. Ash prevents affected targets from doing
That
anything
looked
at all for a few
fucking
seconds,
incredible.
immobilizing them in a suffocating cloud of dust.
It's very much like
Great crowd control ability.
Fantasy Snap.
Ash Blast can cause large numbers of enemies to briefly freeze in place. This can be combined really well with other powers to hit a maximum number of enemies.
Oh.
And there are scenarios to use Ash Blast both offensively and defensively.
I'm very excited by this class so far.
Use Ash Blast to prevent enemies from escaping
Through the
any
wall?
area
Jesus.
of effect
Or
abilities
through the log, I should say.
you or your teammates might be casting. Alternatively, Ash Blast can help you line enemies up for
Wait,
successful
so
headshots.
the actual
causing
Ash Splash that
maximum
comes out
damage.
underneath him doesn't reach
Defense.
as far on the floor
Ash
as
Blast
it
can
actually
also be
goes.
used to buy you vital breathing room. Ironic.
I wonder what the range on that is. That's insane.
If you're being overwhelmed, use it to freeze enemies in their tracks and fall back to a more manageable distance.
That's pretty cool. I hope there's things
Power
that can
3,
extend how long
Heatwave.
they're stunned for, like mods or
This
something.
is one of the earliest powers you unlock. As the Pyromancer is a medium range class, you'll want to maintain a little bit of distance between yourself and enemies. And Heatwave is
That's such a
perfect for
cool
this.
fucking
If
ability.
enemies, particularly melee attackers, try to rush you, Heatwave will provide you with the space you
Pow.
need to be most effective at scalding them into crispy giblets.
The startup animation time looks a bit
Heatwave's
long though.
secondary effect shouldn't be forgotten either. The burn status effect will deal damage over time to all affected enemies, which may well help give you a nice burst of healing if they feel the
So if you
burn
use that,
a
like,
little bit too
On everyone on
literally.
half health, you're just gonna heal yourself like instantly.
Power 4,
That's pretty cool.
Overheat.
Overheat.
Overheat may only deal a small amount of damage to enemies within a large radius, but it does deal extra damage to enemies that are currently burning, making it a great follow-up skill.
Ah,
Similarly to Heatwave,
That did a lot of
Overheat
damage.
is an excellent way of marking numerous
Holy
foes and
crap.
strategically setting yourself up for a big burst of
the
healing.
range of it as well.
It's one of those skills that just gets on with everyone, you know?
Wait, he
It
hit those
synergizes
people
really
way in the
well with
back.
a number of other powers to double down on damage dealt. The definition of supportive. We all need an Overheat in our life.
That's
As we
insane.
mentioned
That was
before,
so cool.
Our Pyro Pow will feature a further 4 powers on top of those that we've shown today, but we will talk about these
The abilities
later
look
down the line.
insane. This game's
Power
going to be very
combos.
heavily focused around
Using
them,
powers
surely.
by themselves is all well and good, but utilizing them in combinations is where Outriders truly shines.
Why didn't we just talk about this? Pow. I wonder if you
Heatwave's ability to
thermal
hit
bomb a
several
bigger
enemies
enemy.
at once
It
with
does more
burning
range
means
damage.
that Overheat can inflict maximum damage. Thermal Bomb, on the other hand, may only inflict burning onto a single enemy at a time, but the status effect still means that Overheat can be triggered to cause extra damage and ensure the Thermal Bomb carrier dies and triggers the explosion.
That's pretty
As
cool,
mentioned,
man.
the Pyromancer is
Oh,
ideally
this game's
a
gonna be so
mid-range
good.
fighter.
So
It
Overheat
likes
looks
to
like
hit
it's going to be a
enemies
must
at arm's
for
length,
Pyromancer.
and this combo will show you how to
Out
do
of
just
these
that.
abilities we've seen
While
anyway.
in battle, Heatwave neutralizes enemies that get too close. Following Heatwave up with Ash Blast will ensure that those enemies remain where they are. Then place a thermal bomb amongst the mob
Jesus
and focus
Christ.
full fire on that enemy.
So it
If you
is
kill them
free
before the
abilities,
Ash
isn't it, at
Blast
the
effect
bottom?
wears off, you can wreak havoc with the thermal bomb explosion and benefit from a burst of healing at the same time.
This game's going to be
And there are
so
many
good.
really simple examples of how powers could be chained. You'll no doubt find your own most effective ways of playing Outriders in your own style. Alter your Pyromancer.
Altering.
Each class has a tree of class point nodes that you can activate to alter the way your build and skills work. Class points are acquired by leveling up. You won't be able to fill out
Typical
the
skill
entire
tree
class
stuff.
tree, but you will be able to respec your nodes to change the way you play.
Ah. So you can't fit out, or obviously you
The
can't
three
fit out
branches
everything.
for
So I
the
wonder,
Pyromancer are Ashbreaker, Firestorm,
it's going to be very
Tempest,
Borderlands-like,
with each
where
branch
you pick and
providing
choose
both
from different
major and
branches.
minor passives
That's
that
pretty
affect
cool.
your character's type of
I'm
damage
happy about
focus
that.
and survivability.
You can make probably like 3, maybe 4,
The Ashbreaker
potentially
branch
5
will
different
generally
builds for each
provide
character.
bonuses when dealing damage against marked enemies, while also providing a boost in anomaly power. The Firestorm branch is a path focused on maximizing the damage output of skills.
That's
This
gonna
path
be
will allow
insane
you
for
to
this
increase your
character.
Anomaly power, your burning damage, and the skill damage you do.
I think
on
that's what I'm
marked
going to do,
enemies.
Firestorm.
The Tempest branch, on the other hand,
when I
helps
play
you
the
fill
demo.
more of a tank role. The path focuses on maximizing your health bonus and
No one wants to
reducing the
play a
damage you
tank
take
in a
from
game like
certain
this.
sources. One of the more unique passive bonuses you can activate on this path is an automatic revival upon death.
That's actually pretty
That's
cool.
pretty
It's
Additionally,
the
equipment
Warlock
you
self-revive.
use may impact
God, it
the
was
way
like a
your
Warlock as well,
skills
to be
work.
fair.
The gear you equip might reduce the cooldown or duration of a skill, or they may alter it on a more fundamental level. But fear not, we will showcase these bad boys in a future video. And with that, the introduction to our Pyromancer is coming to a close. Keep an eye out on our YouTube channel for future gameplay videos and other spotlights coming soon.
Will
Subscribe and hit
do.
the notification bell for videos that
I have
are hot
subscribed.
off
You don't
the
need
press.
to tell me
We
that.
got fired up exploring the sizzling skills of the Pyromancer, and we'll see you next time.
Outriders broadcast. Holiday 2020. Still wrong. So, you know, I kind of went over my thoughts as we were going through that video, but the abilities in this game look insane. The design looks cool. The like particle effects, at least for the fire, look amazing. You know, it looks like there's quite a lot of like destruction in enemies. Like it was hitting the overheat on enemies that seem to be actually a lot further away than it should be. Same with the ash one that stops people dead. A couple of enemies that seemed like they were out of the range of the actual ability were still getting hit with the ash freezing technique thing. I feel like this game, at least for a little while anyway, is going to be absolutely incredible. And if they update it with more characters, more levels, more game stuff, and it doesn't cost too much, this game could be phenomenal. It could be like an everlasting game. Now, will it be on the level of like Destiny in terms of longevity? Probably not. I say you could get a good year out of this game if they keep consistently updating the game. Pyromancer, though, looks amazing, and that skill tree to do more damage with fire, I think it was called Firestorm, that is where I'm probably going to go on this character on the demo for like my first character. So yeah, excited. Later on, you'll see another one of the characters' videos like this, and then tomorrow we'll see the last two, and then the day after that, hopefully, we'll have the demo up and running and a couple of videos there. So let me know what you're thinking about this game. Do you like the look of it? Are you excited? What character do you think you're going to play? If you've looked at all these trailers and stuff, but I am pumped. I'm super pumped. Even just for a single player game with no kind of live service, I just feel like this is going to be a real special game even if it's a short amount of time. But anyway, thank you for watching. I've been easynow. You guys have been awesome.